The greatest trader of all time was a math professor who entered the markets with a beginner's mind and a concentration on the arithmetic and formulas that would work in trading. He came from a background outside of finance. Let's get today's video started by learning more about this amazing trader. Let's first discuss his prior life. Jim Simons developed an interest for math as a child and enjoyed solving puzzles. He did well in school and afterwards attended the top universities as a student and professor. His ideal existence consisted of math, coffee, and smokes. In 1958, he graduated with a mathematics bachelor's degree from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and in 1962, he earned a PhD in the same subject from the University of California, Berkeley. At the age of 23 in 1961, Simons took a motor scooter from Boston to Bogotá, Colombia after receiving his degree from MIT in search of excitement. Even though the trip was not as enjoyable as he had hoped, he still had a great time. Simons participated in code-breaking operations with the National Security Agency in 1964. He taught math at MIT and Harvard University between 1964 and 1968 while serving on the research staff of the IDA's Communications Research Division. He later had to leave the IDA after having great success there due to his outspoken opposition to the Vietnam War in the public. He then became a member of the Stony Brook University faculty. He oversaw the math department there from 1968 to 1978. In 1973, IBM commissioned Simons to examine the block cipher Lucifer, a primitive yet essential forerunner to the data encryption standard. Now let's see how he became the greatest trader of all time. In order to pioneer the field of algorithmic trading, 40-year-old retired mathematics professor Jim Simons formed Renaissance Technologies in 1982 and staffed it with mathematicians, computer scientists, and physicists. Jim Simons' Renaissance Technologies Medallion Fund has generated an average annual return of plus 66.1% since 1988, making him, his business partners, and his staff very wealthy. He is the best trader of all time based on his track record of trading capital performance. He became a genius in the hedge fund industry thanks to his aptitude for arithmetic and business administration as well as his ability to attract the brightest academic brains. The most incredible aspect of Jim Simons' achievement of mastering the financial markets is the fact that he never took a class in finance, had no interest in business, and hired non-Wall Street individuals to work at his hedge fund. His team revolutionized the trading industry by approaching it from a fresh angle and filtering it via math rather of assumptions, egos, or opinions. Renaissance Technologies specializes in systematic trading using mathematical and statistically developed quantitative models. The mathematical models used by the Medallion Fund are more comprehensive and superior to those developed by James Axe, an algebraist, and Leonard Baum. It investigated the correlations that might be leveraged to forge a competitive advantage. Simons and Axe chose the term medallion for their mutually awarded math prizes. The Medallion Fund has the best track record in history for steady long-term gains. Jim Simons left his position in late 2009. Peter Brown, a computer scientist with a focus on computational linguistics who was hired by Renaissance in 1993 while working at IBM Research, is currently in charge of managing the fund. The majority of the money in Simons' funds is invested in the phenomenally successful Medallion black box approach. Simons is still the non-executive chairman. Jim Simons is currently the top money manager and trader on the planet based on metrics measuring his return performance. The majority of the roughly $110 billion in assets under management by Renaissance came from the firm's workers. Based on his research, math and computer science may be the two subjects that every trader should be proficient in. Jim Simons is currently the richest trader in the world, according to Forbes, with a $28.6 billion net worth, ranking him 42nd among the world's richest people. His riches came from launching the Renaissance Technologies Corporation hedge fund, the money management fees it generated from the industry-leading returns on capital for its clients, and the compounding he achieved on his personal investments in the fund's Medallion Fund. On the Forbes list of the wealthiest people, he has the largest net worth of any trader or money manager. The majority of those listed above him gained their money mostly by starting businesses, going public, and then building them into the biggest enterprises in the world. Compared to George Soros, he is over 3 times as wealthy. With nearly $104.5 billion in returns during the course of his 30-year management of Renaissance Technologies, the fund achieved an average annual return of 66.1% before management fees and an incredible 39.1% return net of expenses. The quantity, duration, and size of capital under management make this by far the highest returns on capital of all time. Nearly a 20-year period, the Medallion Fund generated returns of over 35% annually. No one else, including Warren Buffett, George Soros, or Paul Tudor Jones, comes close to matching long-term results. Within the realm of the tallest traders, Jim Simons is a giant. His returns over the previous 30 years are unmatched by any other trader, investor, or fund. His fund has generated more riches than Warren Buffett's current net worth. And that's it for today. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more updates.